to see it. I am live. Let me go share this. And I will go and let me exit out of YouTube as well. I'm gonna kind of go over. I actually do have time to stream today. Thankful, super thankful. Um, I'm gonna share this real quick, and then we'll kind of get into. I'm gonna share this across a lot of stuff, y'all. Okay. So doing that. All right. Let me kind of go through. So I'm gonna do. I don't think I'm not gonna share in shiny decks. It's not specifically shiny hunting. I'm sharing it in more than I would otherwise, just because this is Pokemon. Yeah. I just hate that it's doing that thing where it's not actually saying what the stream title is. But let's do some chatting right now while we're kind of working on getting through. I'm gonna do Mighty Lion. That's in general. I need to go in socials. Do my servers later. But yeah, I'm very excited for this, and this is something that I need to do for my Living Next series. I'm not gonna get too into. I'm gonna get into that in just a hot second. Let me just finish the promo right here. I was gonna do my at everyone. Alright, then that's already on mine. Publish, and then for the big game. So okay, this is all sent. I'm gonna go back to Streamlabs, exit out of my own channel, and I just want to talk. And I see you guys got some people in. Welcome on in. Yo, Big V, what's up, Trips? Oh my, okay, I was worried that I hid in the chat. We're Big V on stream. Yes, we're doing this on the PLA Living Next format. If you guys have seen those videos, and I'm gonna go talk about that real quick, just to introduce you guys. There's some big stuff going on with this. First, we're doing this in the PLA format just because I want to stay consistent. This is a part of the Pokemon Legends Arceus the Living Dex series I have on my channel where I'm getting a shiny Living Dex. The entire goal of this series is PLA Living Dex. Yes, the entire goal of the series, let me mess with my controller real quick, is if you look on the top left of your screen, it's not there, but you know, on the top left, you get the 0 out of 242. That number is how many Pokemon that we have for the Living Dex in this series. We're creating a Living Dex so that after this is done, I can go into Pokemon Home and get the shiny Enamorus for my actual Living Dex. So if I want to I'm gonna unhide some stuff over here. So this is what I've been working on. I've been working on my unknowns recently. And you can see on the top left of your screen, this is all my shiny statistics. I have the unknown stuff up here. And I'm going to hide the unknown stuff again. And I'm going to unhide my duplicate counter. So this is like the normal stats for my Living Dex so far. My shiny Living Dex. And so this is, and for those of you who know who have been shiny hunting with recently, that 100 out of 242 does not count the Thunderous and the Tornadus that I've gotten. I haven't put those in the decks yet, so I'm not counting them yet. I know it's pretty arbitrary, but still. But the plan is we're going to get to 242 out of 242. We're going to be getting a Living Dex of every single Pokemon. At the end, we're going to be transferring into home. We're going to be getting a shiny Enamorus. Maybe not on stream, but the shiny Enamorus you'll see that on YouTube. And also, this is my first Let's Play that I'm doing live. The previous ones with Wind Waker, with Odyssey, currently with Xenoblade. I need to stream more of that. They've been uploaded to YouTube as VODs. This is going to be formatted to an actual Let's Play with 20, 30-minute segments. So I'm going to start editing those from the VODs, and it's going to be fun. But, there's nothing really to do but to jump on in. Let's do it. Just waiting. I believe I selected the Vialzo LP account, right? Yes! Okay. So, obviously we're in English. Welcome to my realm, located beyond time and space. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Now I wish to know thine appearance. I'm being basic. What is thy name? You already know. You gotta put it in. It's Vialzo. All is correct and as it should be? Yes. Vialzo. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokemon. Vialzo. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. I'm hopefully saving that for the intro. Wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? Are you alive, my boy? You gave me quite the shock falling from the sky like that. But thank goodness you seemed unharmed. Who are you? I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand? Come on. Who in the world does that? I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I don't know. Quite frankly. Actually, I really do. Check the YouTube. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? Nada. Since you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night, well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? I don't know what to do. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Boom! Splash! Oh my, I completely forgotten. I just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. Almost as if they knew you'd appear here. Ah, but do you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I do. It's not like I'm trying to get a shiny living next to these guys. Why, that's a relief. They fall from the sky. It seems we have some common ground, eh? Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me. Mysterious creatures that they are. But yes, and what might your name be? Oh, so you're called Vialzo. The name has quite the ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. Yeah, it's was made with a random name generator. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't introduced myself. My name is Laventon. I'm something of a Pokemon professor. As I say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. As such Pokemon such as these 3 here. Oh, blast and bother. My darling Pokemon, why must you run from me again? Really sorry, but do you think you can help me round them up? I beg you. Yeah, so we had to help Laventon run the Pokemon. I could do the absolute block thing, which is like, we were epic. And I decided to be epic. So funny. All I can think of with that part, in his movie. Let's go up here. There's a glowing beeping object over there. Pick it up. You found something that resembles a phone. It's probably your phone, but it changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this arc phone and thy mission. Seek out all Pokemon. Yes. Seems obvious where that's from. If you, yeah, move your camera. If you press up, this is, okay. This is your, how you go to your menu. Okay, I actually I've been playing this game for so long, but somehow I forgot how to check the Pokedex. I thought it was the up button, it's not. Alas, yet another miss. I'm glad you come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see? I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. Now that one's Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. Woo! That one over there is Cyndaquil. Fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it's surprised or irate. Boom! The sound effects are going to be great. That Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating in the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. Then the Plish Splash. Oh my. I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing, how to go about catching Pokemon. Here are my boy, Pokeballs. Throw these at the Pokemon to catch them. And we obtained a whopping 50 Pokeballs. But that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize, let me be more thorough. Now, I've mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. That's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. They're one of them at a Pokemon end. The Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball, comfy as can be. With that, you've caught a Pokemon. And we just met, but I'm afraid I have no one else to turn to. Be awfully grateful you could catch me 3 runaways. Now the proper technique is to take in the Pokemon and let the ball fly. It's quite simple. So far be it for me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. So, you hold down the ZR button to ready a Pokeball and you take aim, and you release the ZR button to throw it. If you ready it, you can press B to cancel. That's something I would do well to remember. So, let's go over to Cyndaquil, and you can sneak up behind it using B. And then you can go and try to backstrike him. If you backstrike the Pokemon, it's a better chance of being caught. We didn't see it, but we caught a Pokemon. He's got quite the knack of this Pokemon catching business for you. It's a jolly, useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. So this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of the Pokemon in the slightest. So next up seems to be the Rowlet. You can aim it a little higher if you need to, but you do want to aim for that back strike. I can hardly believe it, Vialzo, incredible. You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon, never mind catching them. Bravo indeed. One more to go, let's wrap this up sharpish, shall we? So next up we have the Oshawott. I have a feeling this is all scripted. I'm gonna throw it like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old boy. That's unrealistic. Yep, there we go. A nice little tip, when it does that little short bounce like that, it's a tell that you're gonna capture it. Just thank you very much indeed. What a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come falling. Once say, Vials, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. Also, that you catch Pokemon so ably when you only just arrived here. Thing is, I've been doing this for years. It's even in this game. One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here and now. Seek out all Pokemon. That object is an ARC phone, you say? An odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? Indulge me a moment. There's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokedex. It's a proper Pokedex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. This is pain. In order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. Therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Oh, now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my boy? Let's do it. You convince me. Then whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We have a Pokedex to complete. First, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. We'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me, then onward to Jubilife Village. Okay, not much to dance to. There it is, the void. The short amount of time, it's actually a very short distance. It's already turned to evening. But thank you for your tireless work keeping it safe, my good guardsman. This young man was a great assist to me on a Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing him into the village for a bit. Good rhetorical usage. Okay. I'm gonna welcome you guys to... I don't know what I'll say, but this is Jubilife Village. This way, if you please. Jubilife Village has come a long way thanks to the fine people of the Galaxy Expedition Team. This road we're on now is known to the locals as Kanala Avenue. The village was built scarcely 2 years ago. There's much to do and yet not much need to do it. As we know so little of the local Pokemon, people hesitate to step foot outside the village. Now that impressive building up ahead of us is the Galaxy Hall, headquarters for the entire outfit. You got nachos, let's go! Oh, botheration. That's a new word, even though I played this game before. Oh, botheration, I'd almost forgotten. Needing a report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might ask you to wait for me at the canteen. Past this bridge here, then to the left, the Wallflower it's called. Arc phone is beeping. Somehow it seems to show you where to go. Yes. You guys have maps. You can make markers. You use the minus button to view your map in the Arc phone. You can consult the map for guidance to your next destination and information on missions or requests. Also see guidance markers when you're exploring. So there's really no need to check the map. You can just look and see where to go. And where we need to go is right there. A nice little tip is you press the left stick to run. But I've been using this Pro controller recently, and something I've really noticed when doing the unknown hunting is that sometimes it'll be kind of finicky. I think it's better with my Joy-Cons, but hey, this doesn't have batteries, so we're using it. Let's go to the canteen. Well now, aren't you awfully suspicious? Wallflowers for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Yeah, that's cruel. Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. What if you're attacked by a Pokemon? You'd be mincemeat in those flimsy clothes. Regardless you through, you must have ties with somebody in the village. Perhaps you met Professor Laventon. He's a scholar from a faraway place. Pokemon do get away from it at times, though. It makes me a bit worried for him. because I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called Thunder Shock not long ago. I had to okay. Just never noticed. Here lets you run through how to use navigate quest locations map. Okay. Now ignore that all that and follow the arrow on the screen. Okay. Right? Yes, it has all of that information on the map, but you also have the big taxi arrow in the sky, you know? So you gotta take your bed. But the professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Fortunately, it's just as Akari said, I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. And there he is! Everything will be quite alright now. The other heroes agreed to help us with our Pokedex. Excuse me, you plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? Just slap a badge on whoever you like without Captain Silene's permission. I'll allow it. And there's Captain Silene. Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I'm the captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You may call me Silene. Professor Laventon has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control. Now it seems like he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You'll be 15 or so. Quite old enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. You hate Silene? Really? Alright, we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh, most reasonable decision, Captain. I'll say she has a gold moment later in the game. Would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite alright. To eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Ah, Silene. Loof as always, I see. Well, no matter, the rest of us can share a meal with some pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi if you please, but make it for 3 today. Super dislike their character, not gonna lie, although never fishing. Yeah, you should work through the game some more. She has a gold moment later in the game once you, I'm sure she redeems her. Yeah. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fails, so please. So, Laventon, where exactly did we meet our visitor here? We know that great hole in the sky, the one people call the space-time rift. A new friend fell right out of it. Can't be serious. Come now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts. I already know there are many Pokemon here in the history region. That they are in the grass, in the forests, by water, wherever they like. Our job as a Survey Corps is to research them and find out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures! It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess, or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. That's where Vialza will come in. He successfully caught 3 Pokemon. 3 of them in quick order, you understand? Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. We had hard enough time catching even one when wild Pokemon come after us. But to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. The key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim with your Pokeball as well. And since our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? The captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. Slow progress on that Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge. Sure, we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Have your fill, Vialza. Think, if you make it into the Galaxy team, you will never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all of its members' needs, even if said members fall to the sky. It is now nighttime. Quite delicious indeed. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, you do remember that Vialza has a trial to pass to join the Survey Corps, don't you? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Vialza's skills. Let's hope it is not misplaced. Vialza, was it? For now at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. That's home. So we had the first one. If you fail to pass the trial we put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate. Perhaps your death in the wilds. Captain Silene is someone like Itsui, and that they're both quite harsh. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we tune in for the night, eh? Good thing one can't follow the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has enough falling for one day. With that, I bid you both a good night. Yes, good night. Rift in the sky, people falling from it. The world is full of mysteries. Alright, I guess, we can go ahead and rest up. You know, the good thing with these, little areas is that they get all the fixins, I guess you can say. Well, not, okay, they do have the item bin right there, but you have whatever this is. We got a little fire, and then the futon. And also some books. We have survey tips right here. You can bring them, go to the help button, help screen at any time. Yes, be sure to save. Up, and then ZL and ZR to go save. It's pretty simple stuff. Just you have to remember that the menu is up, not X. Let's rest. The next day. Morning, Bielzo. Are you up? Quite some lightning last night, wasn't it? Is the day of your trial, so let's give it our all. Let's go on out, and, what lovely weather we got. We had a nice sleep, even this land is strange and new to you. Get to headquarters. Captain Silene is waiting. The headquarters, as discussed last time, is right there in the center. This part always feels such a slow area. I don't know why. Just this stretch between the gate and to the Galaxy headquarters. I've always found it quite a long stretch, surprisingly. Maybe it's just me being impatient. Survey Corps officer here on the first floor. Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. Wild Pokemon Day. They were everywhere, attacking from all sides. It's not my partner Pokemon, but it gets a whole pack outnumbered. What happens when you go so far ahead? But the Medical Corps will put you to rights. Hands with the Survey Corps, and even with his own partner, he took a beating from wild Pokemon. Without a partner Pokemon of your own, you might find this trial particularly trying. Silene, Vialzo is here. You may enter. Let's get straight to it. You wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team, prove yourself capable by going onto the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon. Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. I'm still on my Bidoof Rex kind of mentality. Catching 3 Pokemon from the start. No one in the Galaxy team has ever managed that. Does this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? I thought it should be simple enough for him, but the professor wasn't exaggerating things. That is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. Which is to say, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I'll lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry whenever you may need in the field. You look great. Satchel doesn't exactly match your moda dress. Sorry, but you just step in if anything goes awry. So we have our first mission, the Galaxy Team's entry trial. So we can press the Y button while consulting the map on your ARC phone, and we'll see missions and requests. The missions are required to progress in the story. Pardon, Vialzo, come with me a moment. Now then, jolly good morning to everyone. Something the matter, Professor Lavington? In order to complete our Pokedex and while simply survive in this unforgiving land, you also absolutely must pass this trial. As a professor of Pokemon, I got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Enter our starter Pokemon! Woo! Boom! Splish Splash. Go on, Beelzebub. Pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. Partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off the wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see that they're rather curious about you. My boy, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? So we're going to be getting all of these throughout the course of this Let's Play. But as much as I love Oshawott, I had started my original PLA journey with Oshawott. Much as I love him, I'm not going to be reusing him. My heart is kind of torn between Rowlet and Cyndaquil. But I have to say, Rowlet is going to be getting its time to shine in my Ultra Moon stuff, being shiny. Cyndaquil, poor buddy, was left in the dust with ZA. You know, Chikorita, Totodile, they're both starters. I had a journey with both Rowlet and Cyndaquil. Well, Rowlet wasn't my original starter. Cyndaquil, he's only gotten love in a team of 4 in my Crystal version. Let's give him love, where he can travel the entire region with me. Let's choose Cyndaquil. With that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good luck. I took Cyndaquil back inside its Pokeball for you, so take it. It's yours. Anyone who has watched my PLA The Living Next videos will recognize that noise. You've received Cyndaquil. Word of advice, my boy. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. Look as if they're cheering on their friend Cyndaquil. Perhaps they're jealous they get to help you with your trial. That could well be. They did go dash you from the village and also fell from the sky after all. Not to worry, you two. Have you assist me with my research for now? By the by, what species has Captain Silene charged with catching? That's smashing. All 3 of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Use some Pokeballs to use during your trial then. We are stacked up with 20 Pokeballs. Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work as a treat, as you've already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. I guess you're finally ready. Have to leave the village for your trial. Turn left after you exit headquarters and head for the gate. Or, of course we're gonna leave, but we might be able to cheese that. But actually, no, we can't because I don't think we can fly yet. We can't. I would fly because I'm impatient. So let's go out to the gate, and we have someone new over here. Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. I am Volo of the Ginkgo Guild, the go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Asui. Heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? That's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, you and your Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant success, so what do you say? But you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in battle. Let's do it. Like you better and better. What a delightful find. Heard about this trial you're to attempt. Have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you'll know you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. So the Ginkgo Guild member Vola has challenged me to a battle. These are after rare and Asui. He's gonna send out his Togepi. Now battle mechanics, you have attack moves, you have your status moves. Some are kind of combined. We're gonna go ahead and battle. Fight. The battle system works differently. We only have quick attack. Interesting. Togepi's gonna be using tackle. He critted. I might be losing this battle. Maybe not. Even a crit. See, I critted back. Probably scripted then. But I'm not complaining. We've won our first battle. Moves, items, use the ball, and the world will open up to you. And Cyndaquil is now level 6, and he learned a new move. It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battle, and you think, as they gain experience through battle, they'll learn more moves and grow even stronger. The Pokemon moves, when they level up, they'll sometimes learn moves, and you can change their moves in the menu. So if people here have their own Pokemon, it's only more knew how to use Pokeballs. Alright, let me help our 2 battlers recover from their little exercise. You, my Skyfallen friend, I present some potions and thanks. Potions, they heal your Pokemon. That's a lot. Wow, I forget. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful in that trial of yours. More Galaxy team members mean more customers for yours truly after all. Voldo's gonna head out. Really something, not only can he catch Pokemon, he can lead them in battle. Now to the Obsidian Fieldlands. When you're leaving Jubilee Village, make sure you choose a destination from a map and tell the rest of the guardsmen where you're going. That way someone can come to your aid if you're knocked out by a Pokemon. Pretty much, map selection. Trial begins just a short way past that front gate. Oh, come on, I was hoping to do the dive thing. Your reals are correct, I was informed you'd be passing through. Trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive. We can't go anywhere else. Go to the Obsidian Fieldlands. This is our base camp, the last safe haven before you reach the wilds. For trial, you must catch 3 species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Are you ready to get started? Oh, Professor, is there something wrong? Oh, well, you see, Captain Silent got hold of me after you left. He impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. You're unsparing, Captain. But what help exactly can you offer here, Professor? Now, to be honest, my dear girl, I don't intend to lift a finger. Those talents are the real deal. I'll pass the flying colors, you see. So responsibility for him still lies in fact with me, then. Everything else will be fine. Let's begin the trial. And it's simple as that. We just need to go meet up with Akari. Wait. I can't dive yet? That's sad. This is Aspiration Hill. The species of Pokemon you're meant to catch all live here. Welcome to the Obsidian Fieldlands. Along comes a Bidoof. Time to get ready to catch it. Oedipus Rex. The man, the myth, the legend. He is to aim carefully. Not that you seem to need my advice. I'm just sharing what I know. So again, hold on the ZR target, the L target, to focus on the Pokemon. Bidoof has a mellow disposition. That means it tends not to run people. These dispositions basically should tell you whether or not if the Pokemon aggro or not. Bidoof is one of the Pokemon that will tend to run away from you. So you really don't want to battle it. If you want to battle it, which we do have our Cyndaquil to do, you want to backstrike it, because more than likely if you battle it head on, it will run for you. What you want to do is, you're going to try to turn your back to it, and you want to try to backstrike it. It's super easy to do that, because if it sees you, well, no harm, no foul. It's not going to aggro. Hey, we've caught it. Caught a Bidoof. Well done. Time to find your next Pokemon. There you go. Next up, you have Starly, who also tends to run away. And there it is. This is Starly, the skittish little thing, so run it startled. You should be able to get close to them if you crouch. You'll be harder to spot. So you press the B button and crouch. This is a good chance to kind of hide in the grass and sneak up on Starly. But do Starly, because at least at first, you want to catch these things without being seen. Later on, because I'll explain more of that in a bit. But with Starly, it's one of the Pokemon you don't really want to catch without being seen. But there we go. That Starly caught his ball, only one more Pokemon to go. We have to finally catch a Shinx. Yeah, there's something I want to teach you since you're so new to this. There's a proper way to throw your partner's Pokeball. Captain Silene tells us, have an item at the ready but want to center your Pokemon? Press X. Have a Pokemon at the ready but want to throw an item? Press X. Pretty much X is your cycle between throwing items such as Pokeballs or your actual Pokemon. By throwing your Pokemon's ball at rocks or trees like this one to have it investigate. If Pokemon finds any barriers or other items, it'll bring them to you. Now it's time for your partners to shine. Final hurdle, catching a Shinx. First, let's do what she wants us to do. Get some Oran berries. I just want to kind of switch to the Pokeball. There, that's Shinx. Gasp. Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Can you already tell that? Pretty much Shinx and Pokemon like it, and this is once the aggressive Pokemon gets irate, they'll knock aside any ball you throw at them. Pretty much, you have cues by focusing. Green means it's easier to catch. These are when Pokemon are really resting up. But when it's an X, it will not. It will not. You cannot catch it at this point. You have to go into battle with it, and they will aggro you. Or though, I'll teach you the trick to catching aggressive Pokemon. Gotta battle them. Yeah, I was just saying that. Come on. So you pretty much start it by Pokemon battles by throwing at the Pokemon. Okay, it gives no room for that. But what you want to do is you want to get behind it. And you want to backstrike. And what happens with that? You catch the Pokemon unaware, so it gives you a free turn to do whatever you like. I'm gonna quick attack because I'm not sure how much a stab Ember's gonna do. The Shinx is called awares. I want to press Y. It's gonna show you the battle chart. That's your turn order. It's very unique in this game. Sometimes with speed, you'll be able to move faster and get 2 turns in a row. It's super nice. But right now, it's just single go. So Shinx is gonna be looking around. Let's go ahead and throw a Pokeball. You don't even need to go to the items. You can just switch to your Pokemon and press CR. It's super nice. Easy shortcut that I've gotten used to. And we caught it. You approach this Pokemon without a hint of fear and caught each one. You're like a get this guy drop to us. The other side, I think the Survey Corps has a real chance of compiling a complete Pokedex that we've been ordered. This is wonderful! So curious why on earth you came falling from the sky like you did, but for now, let's tell the professor we're ready to head back. Oh, I said you passed the trial with flying colors, and it seems went and did just that. Congratulations, Vialzo. Taking your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for commemorative photograph. I can't talk for some reason today. Feels like yours. I suppose this was a foregone conclusion. Now then, we best report to Captain Silene. Time to head back to Jubilife Village, eh? He's Canadian! No wonder Kakari said he was from a far off land. I really hope Trips is still in here. I really hope he is. In time, we will send Pokemon you've caught to live in the wild into the village pastures. You can bring up to 6 Pokemon with you into this field. To the field, in theory. Never had anyone skilled enough to do so. Now you two, let's not dilly-dally. Captain Silene awaits a report at headquarters. Let's go see what Captain Silene thinks. Means we won't have to leave you to die after all. Congratulations. You passed your trial. You can hold on to that satchel. I admit, you've impressed me. I set a high hurdle to judge whether a stranger like yourself can be worthy, but you cleared it. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corps. Received a Survey Corps uniform and a pair of Survey Corps sandals. Changing the room you used last night, then you report at once to the 3rd floor. Present yourself in uniform to our commander. This is your first official order from your captain. Let's go change. I'll see you guys at the house. Like, like, you guys are not Twitch. I really got into the YouTube mindset. When we're back here, stand in front of the mirror to change your outfit. Do it. And upon your Survey Corps uniform, your Survey Corps sandals. And we have to do this manually. This is your clothing area. Do we not get the hat? We don't get the hat? Come on. I'm gonna change my color context to hazel, just because those are my... Maybe I should do green. I think I'm gonna do hazel. Those are my colors in real life. You can't tell that from here. But we don't even have our hat yet. But anyway, we're finished. We're finished changing. Change into your Survey Corps uniform. Look how our Survey Corps uniform looks suits you. As if the captain had tailored it just for you. I see you've changed. Regarding your accommodations, you may continue to use the room you slept in last night. Okay, wear this as well. And we're officially a Sinnoh protagonist. Now present yourself to the commander. Let's go to the 3rd floor. See, that's what I mean about the Pro Controller glitching out. On myself. I've been waiting for you. I'm Komodo, commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. So you are Vialzo. Yes, sir. I've been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from the rift in the sky. Now then, let's see what you're made of. Face me in combat. Let's charge. Yeah! You've got vigor, I'll give you that. You need to work on your sumo technique, but I do see some potential. I expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally, someone will be slow to trust an outsider. Naturally, someone will be slow to trust an outsider who literally fell out of the blue. The presumptuous among us might see your arrival as a portent of disaster. You passed the trial that was put to you. No matter how odd you may seem, you're part of Jubilife Village now. Dedicate yourself to the work of the Galaxy Expedition Team and complete the Pokédex. And I'm warning you, Vialzo. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you as you work. We have cleared the Galaxy Team's entry trial. So the commander has also accepted you. But understand this, you begin as a no-star recruiter among our mates. In other words, you have no rank at all. Form well as a member of the Survey Corps and you will move up through the ranks. Indeed, you see, the more you add to the Pokedex, the higher your rank will become. Working on the Pokedex will also, of course, bring you closer toward that goal of yours. Seek out every last Pokemon. Here, you will need this. You got a recipe for crafting Pokeballs. You need 1 Apricorn and 1 Tumblestone. And 3,000 Poke Yen as well. You have to buy the necessary materials. Not necessarily, though. Alright, you're an expert at crafting yourself. Teach your new recruit what he needs to know. Miss Eileen. Next, experienced craftsperson here. Let me explain a bit to start. Crafting means making items with your own two hands. You can buy some items at the general store, but self-sufficiency is worth striving for. You can even make our most valuable tools, Pokeballs. Think where we'd be if we couldn't do that. None of the crafts works. So we have to learn how to craft, I guess. Sure. Well done earning a place in our team. My name is Anth. I'm the local clothier. Also, I said I'd be ready to change your clothes. Here you go. Hope they fit. We have an everyday kimono and a pair of everyday trousers. I'm assuming that's just what Comet is wearing. Hope you'll avail yourself of the village's humble shops. There are plenty here. If there's a Kari. That's the way the crafts works. Yeah, over there, we have a crafting station. Or crafts work, I guess is what it's called. Use the workbench here at the crafts work anytime you need to make an item in the village. So this is a good place to go if you need to make items in the village, and also probably need to make your first Pokeball switch ready. Call it my way saying congratulations. Just spend the money you got from the captain on clothes or whatever you think is best. So we're gonna go up and so we have the workbenches. You go up, you press A, and then you have these options. And you can see on the right side of your screen, materials needed over the item that you selected. We're gonna craft 20, and we put them in our satchel. Easy as that. Oh, now some 5 in craftsmanship. Hard to believe this is your first time stepping up to the workbench, my boy. It wasn't. All reports that Pokemon possess the odd power to shrink themselves down. The Pokeballs we craft, we can make use of that power to catch them. Also, that more Pokemon species can be duly recorded in the Pokedex. On the note, here you are. We've officially received our Pokedex. So, we have, this is our Pokemon. This is all the Pokemon we've seen. Gray means that we haven't caught them yet. I know. I guess technically we haven't caught any of these. Technically we haven't registered in, we haven't taught to Laventon. So, we'll talk about this in a bit. I read this volume just for you. I hope it aids you well in your aim to seek out all of the Pokemon that are on this grand region. I had to complete lots of research tasks to help the professor fill out the Pokedex. Same goes for me, of course. I've also got Pokemon research as a Survey Corps member. Y'all do have to explain more about the research tasks I could use your system with. Come join me at the Fieldlands camp whenever you're ready. So we're going to get to work on research tasks. I think we're going to end after that, depending on how long it takes. I've been going in an hour and a half, so... Excuse me, I can here. If you're going to the Fieldlands camp, would you mind taking care of a request for me? Yep, you're a guard. I'm standing guard, so I can't leave my post, but I'll be here at headquarters if you want to talk about it. So, some people have a request. He's going to want a Wurmple. And many of these people are going to have requests. I'm going to kind of go focus on the story. Because I'm not doing 100% Let's Play. I haven't even 100% my own version of PLA. So, hang outside the village. We're going straight to the Fieldlands camp. This is... I feel like I'm shiny hunting, dude. I'm not sure what to say. Alright, let's get to it then, shall we? We're going to complete the Pokedex of ours. There are a great many research tasks I need your help to carry out, my boy. Those are these tasks can be found in the Pokedex for you to reference anytime. So, research tasks from the Pokemon... I'll kind of show this off on my own terms. So, catch and battle diverse Pokemon species and carry out plenty of research tasks. And you'll gain research points and other rewards. And one final piece of advice. While Pokemon's attack coming your way, dodge like your life depends on it. By pressing Y. Huh. That beautiful blowing bit of gymnastics we call a dodge. On your feet, you can dodge out the way of wild Pokemon attacks. That way, hopefully you can avoid taking a beating and blacking out in the wilderness. Criticore had to collect me when I got the business of some Shinx's Thunder Shock. Don't you worry, I've got lots of experience to draw and I'll teach you plenty. Thank you, Akari. So now we're going to work on some research tasks. I'm going to open up my map. We're going to go kind of explore some nice areas around um around the Obsidian Fields. This top area, so there's a bit of river right here, and there's this right here, this river right here. So this top area is all that's available to us right now. So we're gonna explore this a little bit. I guess we do need to catch up with the Akari. So yeah, okay. I said I'm gonna do this later. She already talked about it. Yada yada yada. Okay. So there's our Bidoof. So yeah. Okay. So it's a lot of repeating itself. So you press down to open your Pokedex, and if you want to focus on this Pokemon, you press down, and you can specifically jump to that to the Pokemon's Dex. So we're gonna go and start some catching. Really just want to catch some heavy specimen. And on the top left, it'll show what you have left to do for that task. We've already caught some heavy specimens. It's super nice. It's really easy just to see in the top left hand of your screen. Bidoof and Starly have learned a new move. It's just simple stuff like that, you know? I guess we can talk to Akari. Then you got it as a reminder, don't forget to open your Pokedex when you focus on a Pokemon to check your research task for it. Yes. Now she wants us to do it for Starly. Okay, this is a lot. So, okay, I already kind of goofed with that, but you want to sneak up behind these guys. I'm just so used to shiny hunting that I didn't. But if you sneak up behind them, I'll show you real quick. You should catch someone that being spotted. I goofed with that, but it's fine. I think he's already spotted me. I'm a bit high. Hopefully that doesn't count. There we go. Let's actually see. It doesn't. It does count. Let's go. Get some more Bidoofs. Let's go and catch them. So, those rocks, you break them, you get some Tumblestone. And, oh, there's a Akari. And you can find a Pokemon called Weasel gets an aggressive disposition. You know what? I think we're gonna use a Weasel. So try to hit your moves just like Stream, so we need a ballot to catch it. You take too much damage when you're blacking out, and you'll tell me you're in danger when the screen turns red. So you don't take any further damage at that point. And then some of your research has will include it seeing you use a certain move. You have to see the move in battle, not in person. So, with the Weasel, I'm gonna go switch over to my Starling. I'm not sure whether or not I'll be using it or not. Can I just go ahead and catch it? Okay. And you see, it doesn't work. Actually, I'm gonna use my Shinx. I'm gonna get up behind it. Actually, I'm gonna face it head on. That way, it does, actually fight me. Because you can use Quick Attack. I'm gonna, that's not good. I hope Quick Attack is the only move that it wants us to see. The Shinx might be doing a little dying right now, which I don't really like. Well, okay. I just had a thought. Forgive me for searching this out. I just still have a Pokemon that I want to use. I just can't remember its type. Okay, nice. We'll be introduced. We're not going to be introduced to that Pokemon this stream. Maybe we will. And there's a Pokemon that I want to use. We caught ourselves a Weasel. And there we go. It's in the boxes right now. We caught a large specimen. So, I guess Akari wants us here. Right here we have, Wurmple. This, is our, our Hoenn bug type. We don't really have a bug type for Sinnoh. So, we're using what we got. You're doing quite well for yourself. Here, a little reward for keeping with me. Your own crafting kit. Basically, you can craft on the go. It's easy. And then, yeah, we've done it before. Recipe for potions, too. So in case we need some heals, we got that. Crafting kit, you can craft items anywhere with using any materials you have in your satchel. Got an apricorn and a tumblestone, you can make a Pokeball anytime. With an orange berry and a medicinal lake, you can make a potion. So do heal your Pokemon. How goes your research? Cover your Pokeball decks will tell you if there are tasks you finished and can report. We have 21 tasks that we can report, and go through the ones highlighted in yellow are the ones we can report. So we're going to go and report back to Laventon. Actually, I'm going to... See, and Destroyer broke out the ball. Oh, he definitely noticed me. He definitely noticed me. Okay, Keep Rosson. That's fine. We're gonna go report back to Laventon. And basically, you talk to Laventon. And then, yeah, we notice we have a crafting kit. So, when you submit survey reports, you will see money based on the level and number of Pokemon you've caught. See more money if you fulfill certain conditions, such as catching a species for the first time. So you can check our research, and this is the screen. This shows the Pokemon you've caught. If you're part of the Shiny Shrine Discord server, you've probably seen this so many times, Gen 8. But you're gonna get your Pokemon and get some monies. And the best part is after you can update the Pokedex. Now, currently the research has a submitting server report to raise the research levels of Pokemon species you encounter. If you raise a Pokemon's entry to level 10, that entry will be considered complete, and you will have unlocked all the detailed information to be had about that species. As you carry out tasks to complete Pokemon entries, you'll gain Pokemon research points, and as you gain more, you'll rank up. So this shows just the progress that's been made. None of them are complete yet. There'll be a little Pokeball icon when they're complete, but you can see their research levels. Like, Starly's almost complete. We just need to do one more task, which is really defeating one. And if you look, there are some with the, hold on, my mom just text me stuff for a show that I'm in. But you see the ones with the little up arrows. Those, are worth 20 points. So they're normally worth 10, but the one with the up arrows, the boosted ones, are worth 20. And what they don't tell you is that there's also a secret rank that we're probably not going to see until later on, which is called Perfect. Basically, if you complete all of these tasks, I'm going to use Starly because you can see all the tasks. If you catch 25, you catch 20 without being spotted, you defeat 15, you obtain 2 different forms, and you evolve 3, you'll get, a Pokedex, the Perfect, thing. All it does is really just boost your shiny odds. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't add more points. Like, when you complete a Pokemon, it adds 100 points, to your, dex. But all Perfect is bragging. I've perfected my entire dex on the main one. It's just bragging rights. You back out and does the math. We just have 170 points to go until rank up. So he recommends we work through Bidoof and Starly. I'm gonna go. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna just kind of show you guys around more of the section of the Obsidian Fieldlands. It's not really necessary, but I feel like it's nice to do. There's a Shinx right over here. It's kind of an aggressive position. I don't like to really aggro the Shinxes. If I can catch them like that, I will. See, and it's another one you can catch. This one we can defeat. I'm gonna go switch over to Cyndaquil. And again, like I said earlier, I'm gonna backstrike him. And then we have Ember. Ember has Stab. Sometimes they'll be stupid. I'll be honest. Where's the Starly? The thing when you go and defeat defeat Starly. Also, good thing with status conditions is that once you leave battle, status conditions are null and void. So I'm not gonna catch the Starly. I'm just gonna straight out walk over it and just backtrack it. Normally it'll flee, but I think we've already completed enough challenges to warrant rank up. At least after this one. Oh yeah, definitely. We definitely have. And one thing to do is to hurry up and to get your points up a lot is to complete dex entries. It's smart. What can I say? So, oh, we've also completed Cynical. Yeah, we're definitely good to go. And so you can tell that they're completed. The perfect icon will also gain a little sparkly spark on the Pokeball. And what completion, dex completion, well, dex entry completion and dex entry perfection do, it boosts the shiny odds. The Starly now has an extra roll to be shiny. We'll probably end up covering shiny Pokemon because they're pretty common in this game. Same odds, but you see so much more. You get the 90 points, but we get 200 for completing 2 entries. Made good progress on those research tests, Vials. I do believe you're ready to move up the ranks. I'm lazy. Okay, do you want to see? Okay. Every time you're ready to rank up, you can talk to Silene. Share the Pokedex and be sure that we can rank up. You made progress. It seems you've earned yourself a star. Thus, you officially attained the rank of first star on the Galaxy Expedition team. That's nice. I forgot how cool that sounded. We can now use heavy balls. And also, Pokemon of up to level 20 will obey your orders reliably in battle. The rewards you earn for your server reports will be more generous now too. As well, there are further recipes we need for crafting. We get heavy balls. We get revives. The strangers like you should fall from the sky and yet flourish among us like this is a testament to your native talent and hard work. Most people prefer when things are simple enough to be judged on face value alone. Proving your worth by moving up through our ranks is something anyone can understand. Keep at it, and even if you did fall from the sky, people may be more willing to accept you. Working your way through the ranks will also be a help if you wish to make a life for yourself here. A higher rank will grant you access to more types of Pokeballs and greater rewards. Another mission complete. For today at least, you earned yourself a meal at the Wallflower and a good night's rest. So Yowza, my boy. To be jolly good, congratulations is in order. Well done on earning your first star rank. Dynamachi tastes so much better when you have something to be happy about. So we'll be very busy from now on between our survey core duties and requests for folks here. Mind you, have you already taken on the request from Beauregard? Not yet. Not yet. People with Jubilife are too familiar with Pokemon, you see. Problems arise, the survey core gets called to help. There'll be what I see problem when you talk with them, while other requests will need to be cleaned from the blackboard I keep in my lab. Rich, weren't you approached with a request recently, Akari? What's it all about? Alright, so we need finding a request. Yes, the request came from the Diamond Clan, if I recall correctly. The old Diamond Clan have lived here in Hisui since before the Galaxy team arrived. We established good relations. I'm sure there's much we might learn from them, including more about the local Pokemon. We can discuss all that tomorrow. For now, we should eat up and get some rest. So the next day, something you use your help with. Okay. Thinking of waiting for you at the training grounds then. Got a lot of Pokemon. You might want to visit the pastures to change your routine. Well, let's talk about the pastures. We are going to be starting putting Pokemon in the deck, so that counter in the top right, we're going to start updating that. We're going to be putting some Bidoof in, because I'm not going to be using Bidoof on the team. So let's go over, look at the pastures. I do. Okay, we have quite a bit. Go. So I'm going to be using the same thing that we do in PLA, the Living Dex, where I'm going to be kind of judging Pokemon where to put them in through that. So I'm going to do this. I'm not going to do the animation because that's so much time. We only have 8 pastures? What? Okay. That makes things more difficult. Great. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Or you should turn around at this one. Okay. This is gonna be fun. Okay, so we can actually, hold on. We can cheese this. So, according to Reddit, if we put, Pokemon in the pastures, we can actually get more. We'll have something to work with starting off, you know? Or, okay. Maybe not. Okay, that was probably a giant waste of time. Wait, no, it wasn't. So we have some more. So we have 16 pastures now. I think I'm willing to work with this. And we can just move stuff as we get along. But I really don't want to interfere with the actual decks that we have. But it could be me being just more, you know. But yeah, I'm just moving stuff around because I'm being particular. So let's go and start putting some stuff in the decks. So I'm trying to do the math. 24. So it's -8. We're starting at pasture 8. Okay, great. So you're number 10. Right there. Guess I'm being super particular. Judge me all you want. You're number 12, which means you're 2 after. Yeah, because I'm missing you in PLA. The Living Dex. I don't think I've added Wormpole. I want to keep the... And we'll also add Shinx. For at least for now. Wormpole is 18. Another one I'm so lovely missing. And then I'll add Shinx to it, right? Meanwhile, I want to add Wormpole to my party. I want to add Bull. So we can get some evolutions that way. And then 15 for Shinx is 12. Boom. Right? Yeah, okay. So this is what we have so far. So we have 4 out of 242. Already some good progress. So periodically I will be adding to that. But anyway, let's keep going. Fly over there. It's easier. I'm gonna check my email. I had an epiphany, and that is, to go to part of my own, we may not get along perfectly, but we got to work together to help complete the Pokedex. Partner? Yes, this is my partner, Pikachu. He has the old cry. When tapped by the machines, I get too scared to think straight and I couldn't handle battling his team. Ever since then, my partners refused to listen to anything I tell them. If I'm being honest, I made sure I had to order him, how to guide him in battle. While you and your Pokemon work together, I realized we need to do more too. So please, have a battle with me. I want to learn how to fight effectively. Let's do it. So Akari, she's gonna send on her Pikachu. Well, let's leave with Cyndaquil. So Pikachu's gonna start off with Thunder Wave. That's gonna paralyze us, which is not that fun. Yeah, because Paralyze has a chance to fully unallow your Pokemon to attack. I know it's a horrible way of explaining it. See, I'm having horrible luck right now. And what? She just used a Strong Style move. So Strong Style and Alpha Style is something that we're going to be getting access to later. Strong Style allows you to attack strongly with a cost to how fast you are, while Alpha Style reduces your attack but allows you to move quicker. So, quick attack, because that's priority, also allows you to be pretty fast. We're going to be using that right now. See, we're able to outspeed the Pikachu right there. So, Pikachu's going to be using quick attack, but we're just better. And there we go, we defeated Akari. We got lucky with the paralysis. You and your Pokemon seem to be completely in step with one another. Thanks for battling us. I could be wrong, but for a moment, it felt like Pikachu and I finally understood one another. You're working on it, okay, Pikachu? Yeah! Yes, I was wrong then. I'll try to work more as a team with my partner the way you do. By the way, so Pokemon have types, and, Pikachu being electric type, there's also there's type advantages, type disadvantages you see from the matchups. Also, something called Stab, which stands for the same type attack bonus. Basically, if a Pokemon attacks with a move that's the same type as it, it's a 1.5%, it's a 150%, it's a times and a half multiplier. So if it's a base power 60, it'll become 90. Name's Zizu, Captain of the Security Corps. So, Zizu's gonna give us some advice. She's a master of ancient martial art. And one of her Pokemon was truly masters of moves, and actually use them in different styles. I already talked about this. So, the Strong Style will deal more damage after it will take longer for your Pokemon to act, while Agile Style will have less power, but your Pokemon can act more quickly. So it just depends on what you want to use. Strong Style, Agile Style moves, and of course regular moves. Choose which is right for a given situation, and direct your Pokemon with a little nudge. Some cool thing about Strong Style move that I'll also say, and you can use the LNR button. Strong Style also increases accuracy. And one more thing, if you want to teach your Pokemon some powerful moves, just let me know. So let's go meet Mai. And I think we're good on some moves, I'll be honest. And yes, this is an actual mission, not a request. Let's go onto the field lens, and we're gonna see what's going on with Mai. Oh man. Got a ping. Boo! Hey man. Did it surprise you? I bet I did. I was trying to anyway. The secret technique for catching Pokemon, you see. Yeah, we've already covered this, is backstriking. So, yeah, I've already covered this. No, I'm already looking forward to the day you accomplish that. Thank you, Villa. So, now the entirety of the Obsidian Fields is open up to us. Before, only, this top section. We can now go to more areas. And that might be useful. I'm gonna go catch some more, Bidoos. Just to, again, it's a good way to start to get our, rank up. Because in between areas, we're going to need to rank up. Morbol, do you want to say evolves at level 7? So this is actually a good time to hopefully kind of work on evolving Morbol. Well, I have it here, so we can go and start evolving Morbol. You see the Starly fled. So you do want to be kind of careful of that. I'm going to go take down the Shinx real quick. Let's go across the bridge. Actually, we should talk to him first, I guess. I mean, just try Pokemon that make their home on the other side of this bridge. That's unless you're first. Oh, at your rate, should be fine. Over here. Hi, this is Vialzo. Am I a new face in the village? Not that it matters to me if you're new. If you're here, assume you're prepared to be of help. I'm one of the wardens of the Diamond Clan. You may call me Mai. Because you might even know what a warden is if you're new to Hisui. Let's talk. Wait, right now, I'd rather we get straight to the point. Problem needs help solving. So the more important question is this. You feel confident that you can lead your Pokemon in battle? Yeah. Good to hear. Security Corps of yours certainly wasn't up to the task. My partner Munchlash, we're raised together like siblings. I was on my side by choice without needing any silly little balls like you. Watch and learn. I guess she's gonna test her skills. The battling against Mai, again, you should use same type of attack bonus, because I mean, again, she is gonna be using strong style. Rollout as well, that's gonna be especially dangerous. Okoing Arsenical, not a fan of that. But he's fixating using rollouts. This, I'm gonna go use Buizel, who I think is more resistant. And Aqua Jet with Stab is gonna be great to use. Rollout still does a lot of damage. Being an Aqua Jet having priority is going to help us a lot right now. Still doesn't give us the kill. Okay, I'm going to switch over to our Shinx. And we're going to let Thunder Shock. That should kill with Stab. Yep, it does. Yes, Marble can evolve. You're one of the usual Galaxy buffoons. You can just defeat my partner. Well fought, Munchlax. And we also get some Vivichokes for revives. Put them all together. Like the legendary hero of old, the one we tell stories to adore children. I think you're indeed the one for the job. There's an alpha Pokemon up on Deer Track Heights. It's a large fearsome foe, like any alpha, but we'll come want you to Deer Track Heights. Then you have it showing you where you got to go, isn't it? One of those Galaxy Teens adventures you keep hearing about? No, if only, right? It really does seem to show the word to Deer Track Heights, up ahead of us. So, we required the Essence of the Survey Corps. Though, before we continue, I must ask, do you already know about Almighty Sinnoh? What now? What was that to be expected? Allow me to sketch out the basics. Mighty Sinnoh steers all time. Instead of have created the very universe using its power over time's flow, and this land of Hisui, born in the process. By the grace of Almighty Sinnoh, that Pokemon can live and thrive here. The Nami clan are descendants of a people who crossed the sea and settled here in the Hisui region to venerate Almighty Sinnoh. However, it stole away from the world long ago, hiding itself from our sight. Mighty Sinnoh has only rarely been seen by any human. The old tales to be trusted. There's still Pokemon here today in Hisui with a connection to Almighty Sinnoh. It's due to the wardens like myself to attend to their needs. Pokemon that graces Deer Track Heights is one of those honored few. It is directly descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's protection. Follow me, and you may understand. So we're all healed up now. So let's go ahead and let's go evolve this Wurmple. So we know Wurmple has a few evolutions. So this is what the evolve screen looks like. It powers up, it takes on a new different form. You guys know how evolution works. And it becomes a Silcoon? Yeah, Silcoon. The Silcoon had the idea for new move Harden because it's a Silcoon. But the neat thing about this is that you can evolve a Wurmple, evolve it into a Silcoon. It also counts for being evolved into a Silcoon, and you get never caught during daylight hours. It's so nice. But just to know that we also have a Kricketot that we're gonna want to catch. That one's also skittish, so be wary. I'm just gonna let the Charlie be. How about we have a Geodude? I'm actually gonna go kind of move her with the Weasel because that's more equipped to take care of the Geodude. See, this one aggro's as well. I'm not gonna catch it yet. I'm gonna go ahead and kill it. There's so many Geodudes anyway. Geodude's gonna use rollout. And yes, we also want to defeat it using water type moves specifically. That's an additional little thing that we can do. We're also starting to run out of Pokeballs. We'll need to buy some more and make some more. We've actually caught Geodude. Caught 2 Geodudes actually. One there. I might have to battle again with it. Yeah, I'm gonna battle it again with a kill with a water type move. And that quite a bit, yeah. So up here is Deer Track Height. We're gonna want to go this way. Oh, so even your professor decided to join us. Hey, Lamington. Whew, thank goodness I got here in time. But one researcher could hardly miss out on the chance to observe an alpha now, could I? Suppose that's your business. Fine, as long as you stay out of the way. This is Deer Track Heights. For long to come to pay tribute to a special Pokemon. A Pokemon descended from one of those ancients blessed by Almighty Sinnoh. That's not it. Only Troublemaker, here to disturb the peace with this bracket. You heard the feedback. That's what you're here for, Vialzo, to drive that interloper from this place. I'll ensure your Pokemon are ready for the battle. Oh my word, what a large specimen. No wonder alpha Pokemon are feared across the land if they're all oversized as this one. Exactly. They're not only big though, they're strong and may know moves that others of their kind do not. They're not to be trifled with, let me tell you. Nevertheless, I believe you're stronger still than this alpha, so go show it beyond any mistaking. Rialzo, size a potent weapon in and of itself. No doubt this alpha is powerful and a hardy foe. Let's face it, make sure your Pokemon have some strong moves at their disposal. So again, Pokemon whose eyes go red, they're called alpha Pokemon. They're larger and may know moves that are rare for their species. They're also very difficult to catch. Not impossible though, but difficult. So this is our alpha. I'm gonna try to sneak around it. You already know how horrifying this thing is. Can I throw a ball at it? Oh, it's not letting me throw a ball at it. No fun. No fun. And as you notice, the music is different. We're fighting an Alpha Cricketune. You can catch these. I didn't catch this one, I'll be honest. Again, Y is on your action speed. Alpha Cricketune can be filled with Wild Might. Let's use Aerial Lace. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, we can Ember. We do burn it, which does reduce his attack. As much as it sucks, Cynical didn't really live. Again, it did well with that. But we can do now, we can head over to our Starly. We can start kind of looking at maybe using some Adult Style. Okay, Adult Style Gust doesn't do anything. I'm a Strong Style Gust. See what happens. This might kill, it might not, but with Stab, we're gonna have to see. Not quite. The burn may take it down. The burn's gonna take it down this turn, though. That's better than I did my first time. Wow. Look at me. Really are an impressive one, aren't you? Seeing someone best in Alpha like that, it truly reminds me of the legendary hero of old. You best make sure your Pokemon are taken care of after facing off against your foe. And a nice little heal, thank you. What in the world? It's the Great Weird Deer. Looks upon you with kindness, Fialza. Then the Great Weird Deer has taken a liking to you. That's fortunate. It is a team Pokemon that can dash across the expanses of his sweep while bearing on a human on its back. A human he deems worthy, at least. He is a blessing to us all. Remarkable, truly outstanding stuff. A Pokemon not letting someone ride on it. Why, it's just like the ride Pokemon of Alola. Hey, I've been there! Salamatan, Vialzo. It's a Kari. Captain Silene sent me. Once Vialzo carried out this request, we would have set up a base camp. About that, I know this is a joint decision by Adam and the commander, but still, truly fine. Is it truly fine for us to set up more base camps like this? The three regions of the land created by Almighty Sinnoh for the sake of its Pokemon. As long as your goal is to coexist and thrive together with the Pokemon, then I imagine you'd also be allowed to use the land. Great Weird Deer taking a liking to Vialzo as well. This is a good sign. Thanks for you today. Our clan leader will hear of how you aided us. Another one complete. When you coexist and thrive with Pokemon, when you start fearing them and start getting to know them better. That starts with completing the Pokedex. Anyway, you should be able to have that base camp set up once Construction Core arrives. Our new base camp up onto your truck heights. I'll call it the Heights Camp. Go figure. When you set up from the village, you ask to be escorted to this base camp to start your excursion directly from here. It's super nice, again, starting more in the middle of the region. You can also warp here. For today, everyone, we all head back to the Wallflower. And automatically, you know, get our stuff and some more monies. And what tasks did we complete? Yeah, no more completed entries, but that's pretty good. And it will come the usual 10 emotion, please, and make it for free today as well. You all heard the grave news. That frenzied cleaver from the rumors and ended up mauling some of our galaxy folks who went out to investigate it this morning. Medical Corps has had a hard time getting all the injured back on their feet. This is the cleaver that was reportedly struck by a powerful lightning gas. I did hear he's been behaving most erratically since then. The investigation is in order. The Survey Corps will, of course, step up to the task. Danger is inevitable when researching unfamiliar Pokemon, but I'm sure Beelzebub here can handle things just fine. I've heard Cleaver's so mighty, even alpha Pokemon don't compare to him. Now, you forget that the strengths of Pokemon are key items of information that we of the Survey Corps are duty-bound to research. This perilous work of ours calls for a clear head and fighting fit physique. We believe a good night's sleep is in order after this fine meal. The next day. Piazza? Go to the commander's office before he decides to use you for sumo practice. Well, honestly, I'm not gonna hurry. Stream's been fun. I just need a break. I have bingo in about an hour. I need to go set up for that. It's Pokemon bingo. Thanks for tuning in for the stream. I hope that this is gonna work out, and see you guys next time.